Dr. Hannah Kim looked at the blue alien on her table. It was hurt. The alien had 6 eyes that blinked in different ways. Clear drops fell from small holes near its mouth. Hannah had never seen anything like this before. "It hurts," the alien said in a shaky voice. The words came through a small black box that changed the alien's sounds into human words. The alien held its middle part where purple stuff leaked out from a cut. Hannah had worked at the Seoul Space Medical Center for only 3 months. This was not what she expected when she took the job. The alien ship had landed on Earth just 2 days ago. This alien was important, a leader sent to talk to Earth's leaders. But someone had attacked the welcome party, and now the alien was hurt. "I will help you," Hannah said, picking up her medical tool. "What is your name?" "Tahoe," the alien said. "My people choose new names when we meet new species. I picked this name from your Earth information." Hannah nodded and began to work. She needed to find what was stuck inside the alien's body and take it out. No human doctor had ever treated this kind of alien before. She would be the first. The room was quiet except for the soft beep of machines. Other doctors watched from behind a glass wall, but none wanted to come closer. They were afraid. Hannah was not. She was curious. "This might hurt a little," she said as she cleaned the wound. The purple liquid was thick like honey but cold to touch. It smelled like seawater. Tahoe didn't move. All 6 eyes stayed fixed on Hannah's face. "Why are you helping me?" Tahoe asked. "You don't know me. I am not human." Hannah looked up, surprised by the question. "You're hurt. I'm a doctor. That's all that matters." She found small metal pieces inside the wound. Carefully, she pulled them out one by one. The purple liquid kept coming, but it seemed to be slowing down. "In my world," Tahoe said, "we do not help strangers this way. The hurt ones must heal themselves or die." Hannah frowned as she worked. "That sounds lonely." "It is our way," Tahoe said. "It has always been our way." The machines showed that Tahoe's body was getting stronger. Hannah noticed something strange. Whenever she spoke kind words or touched Tahoe gently, the numbers on the machine got better. "Your body responds to kindness," she said, more to herself than to Tahoe. "What is this kindness?" Tahoe asked. Hannah thought for a moment while she closed the wound. "It's caring about others, wanting to help them feel better." "We have no word for this," Tahoe said. When Hannah finished, she put a special bandage over the closed wound. It would help Tahoe heal faster. "You should rest now," she said. "I'll check on you again soon." As she turned to leave, Tahoe reached out with a 3-fingered hand and touched her arm. The touch was light, almost afraid. "Dr. Hannah Kim," Tahoe said, all 6 eyes blinking at once. "You have done something no one has ever done for me before." "I just treated your wound," Hannah said. "No," Tahoe said. "You showed me something new, something my people have never known." After Hannah left, the other doctors came to ask her questions. They wanted to know about the alien's body, how the blood worked, what the skin felt like. No one asked about what the alien had said. But that night, Hannah couldn't stop thinking about it. A world without kindness, a people who didn't help each other when they were hurt. Her phone rang. It was the head doctor. "The alien is asking for you," he said. "Only you. And there's more. Their ship has sent a message. They want to learn about human medicine. They want to learn about, what did they call it? Oh yes, this thing called kindness." Hannah looked out her window at the stars. She knew that tomorrow everything would change. 2 weeks passed. Hannah stood at the big window of the alien ship, looking down at Earth. It was so blue and small from up here. She had never left Earth before today. "It is beautiful, yes," Tahoe said, standing next to her. His wound was almost healed now. He walked with only a small limp. "Yes, very beautiful," Hannah said. She still couldn't believe she was here, on a real alien ship. The walls around her glowed with soft blue light that changed as they walked past. The leaders want to meet you now, Tahoe said. They have many questions. Hannah followed Tahoe through curved hallways. The floor felt soft under her feet, almost like walking on moss. They came to a large round room where 5 aliens sat in a half circle. They all looked like Tahoe, but their skin had different blue patterns. "This is the human doctor," Tahoe said to them. "This is Dr. Hannah Kim." One alien stood up. It was taller than the others, with darker blue skin. "I am Elder Juwu," the alien said through the translator box. "We have watched how you fixed Tahoe. We have many questions about why you did this." Hannah felt confused. "I don't understand. I helped him because he was hurt." The aliens looked at each other. Their eyes blinked in patterns Hannah couldn't understand. "Our records show that humans fight wars with each other," another alien said. "You kill your own kind, yet you help a stranger from another world. This does not make sense to us." "I am Elder Minho," this alien added. "In our world, we do not waste time helping the weak or hurt. They must get better on their own or die. This is how we stay strong." Hannah took a deep breath. She needed to explain something that seemed so basic to her. "Humans do fight wars," she said. "We have done many bad things, but we also help each other. We believe every life has value. That's why we have doctors. Every life has value." Elder Juwu repeated the words slowly. "Even the weak ones." "Yes," Hannah said. "Maybe especially those ones." The walls of the room suddenly lit up with pictures. Hannah saw images of Earth's medical history. Ancient doctors using herbs, surgeons in operating rooms, nurses holding hands with sick children. "We have studied your medical history," Elder Minho said. "You humans spend many resources to save lives that might not be useful anymore." "That's because we don't see people as just useful or not useful," Hannah explained. "We see them as people." Elder Juwu moved closer to Hannah. All 6 eyes studied her face. "Show us," the elder said. That night, Hannah found herself in a large room with 20 aliens watching her. Tahoe had brought medical supplies from Earth. There was a bed with an alien lying on it. "This one has pain in the chest," Tahoe explained. "Show us how you would help." Hannah approached the patient. The alien looked scared. "First, I need to make the patient feel safe," Hannah said. She gently put her hand on the alien's arm. "I'm Dr. Hannah. I'm here to help you. Can you tell me where it hurts?" The aliens watching her wrote things down on small glowing pads. They seemed very interested in how she touched the patient, how she spoke softly. Hannah showed them how to check for problems, how to give medicine for pain, and most importantly, how to make the patient feel cared for. "The touching, the kind words, these help healing too," she explained, "not just the medicine." "This is what we do not understand," Elder Minho said. "How does feeling cared for help the body?" "It's hard to explain," Hannah said. "But when someone feels safe and cared for, their body heals faster. We have studies that prove this." As the lesson ended, Tahoe walked Hannah back to her room on the ship. "My people are changing because of you," he said. "Just today I saw an elder help another who stumbled. This has never happened before." Hannah smiled. "That's a good start. Tomorrow we will show you our healing rooms," Tahoe said. "They are very different from yours." But they never made it to the next day's lesson. In the middle of the night, Hannah was woken by loud alarms and flashing lights. Tahoe burst into her room. "We have an emergency call from our colony on Mars. Many of our people are sick. They are dying. No one knows why." Hannah sat up quickly. "How can I help?" "Elder Juwu asks if you will come to Mars. They need a human doctor." Hannah didn't hesitate. "Yes, let's go now." As they rushed to prepare, Hannah didn't know she was about to face the biggest challenge of her life and change 2 worlds forever. The small ship flew fast toward Mars. Hannah sat next to Tahoe, looking at pictures of the sick aliens on a screen. Their blue skin had turned gray. Many lay on the ground, not moving. How many are sick? Hannah asked. Over 200, Tahoe said. More get sick every hour. Hannah had called Earth before they left. Now, 3 more human doctors were following in another ship. Dr. Chuno Park was the leader of that team. They would arrive 6 hours after Hannah. What happens when your people get sick? Hannah asked. Who takes care of them? Tahoe's 6 eyes blinked slowly. No one. The healthy stay away from the sick. It is our way. Hannah shook her head. She still couldn't understand this. But then how does anyone get better? Many don't. Tahoe said simply. The strong ones recover on their own. The ship landed at the Mars colony with a soft bump. When the door opened, Hannah put on her spacesuit. Mars air wasn't safe for humans. Inside the colony, Hannah saw something that made her stop walking. Sick aliens lay everywhere in the hallways. Some moved a little, making weak sounds. Others didn't move at all. But the worst thing was that no healthy aliens were helping them. The healthy ones stood far away, behind clear walls. They're just leaving them there. Hannah asked, her voice rising. Without any help. It is our way, Tahoe said again, but this time he sounded less sure. Hannah took a deep breath. She needed to stay calm to help. I need a place to work, she said. A big room where I can see many patients, and I need healthy aliens to help me. Elder Doyan, the leader of the Mars colony, looked confused. Why would the healthy risk getting sick? Better to wait until the sickness passes. Because we can save more lives if we work together, Hannah said firmly. And every life matters. Elder Doyan didn't seem to understand, but he gave Hannah what she asked for. A large room was cleared. 10 healthy aliens came to help, though they looked scared. Hannah went to the first sick alien on the floor. She gently helped them onto a bed. I'm going to help you, she said softly. You're not alone anymore. The sick alien's eyes blinked weakly. Why would you risk yourself for me? I am nothing to you. You're not nothing, Hannah said. You're someone who needs help. That's enough reason. For hours, Hannah worked without stopping. She taught the healthy aliens how to move the sick ones, how to give them water, how to check if they were getting better or worse. At first, the helpers were afraid to touch the sick, but slowly they began to copy what Hannah did. When Dr. Junho and his team arrived, they brought medicine and more equipment from Earth. Junho looked tired already, his face serious behind his mask. What have you found out? He asked Hannah. Their bodies are fighting something in the Mars soil, Hannah explained. Something humans became immune to years ago, when we first came here. Can we help them? Junho asked. I think so, Hannah said. But we need to work fast, and we need to do more than just treat them. We need to teach the healthy ones how to care for the sick. That night, as Hannah finally took a short break, she watched something amazing. A healthy alien sat next to a sick one, holding their hand and speaking softly. The healthy one looked up and saw Hannah watching. I am doing the caring like you showed us, the alien said. Is this right? Hannah smiled, feeling tears in her eyes. Yes, that's exactly right. Tahoe came to stand beside her. This has never happened before in our history, he said quietly. This caring for strangers is changing us. For the better, I hope, Hannah said. Yes, Tahoe agreed. But I worry about what happens after you leave. Will we forget these lessons? Hannah looked at the room full of aliens helping each other. I don't think so. Some things, once learned, can't be forgotten. Just then, one of the sickest aliens stopped breathing. Hannah rushed over, her short break forgotten. I need help here, she called. 3 aliens came running. The fight to save lives had only just begun. 5 days passed. Hannah barely slept. More aliens got sick, but fewer were dying now. The human doctors worked in shifts, teaching the healthy aliens how to help. Hannah sat in the small lab they had set up. She looked at blood samples from sick aliens under a machine. Dr. Chuno worked next to her. Look at this, Hannah said, pointing to the screen. See how the Mars soil changes their blood. It's like their bodies don't know how to fight it. Shunho nodded. Humans had the same problem when we first came to Mars, but we made a medicine for it. Our medicine won't work for them, Hannah said. Their blood is too different. She rubbed her tired eyes. There must be a way to help their bodies learn to fight this. Then Hannah had an idea. She looked at her own blood sample next to the alien blood. What if, she said slowly, what if we use human blood to teach their bodies how to fight? Blood transfer. Juno looked worried. That's very risky. Our blood could kill them. Their blood could kill us. Not a direct transfer, Hannah explained. We take some human blood, take out the part that fights the Mars soil, and put just that part into their blood. They worked through the night testing the idea. By morning, they had a plan. Hannah called all the healthy aliens together. We think we can make a cure, she told them, but we need volunteers. It might be dangerous. Tahoe stepped forward first. I will do it. Hannah wasn't surprised. Thank you. We need to take some of your blood, mix it with a small part of human blood, and put it back in you. You will use your blood? Tahoe asked. Hannah nodded. Yes, mine. Elder Doyon looked worried. This mixing of blood, it has never been done. What will it do to Tahoe? If it works, his body will learn how to fight the Mars soil sickness, Hannah said. Then we can use his blood to help others. And if it doesn't work? Elder Doyon asked. Hannah didn't answer. She didn't need to. They all knew the risk. Later that day, Hannah and Tahoe sat in the lab. Tubes connected their arms to a special machine that mixed their blood in certain ways before returning it to their bodies. This hurts you, Tahoe said, watching Hannah's face as she winced. A little, Hannah admitted, but it's worth it if it works. Why do humans accept pain to help others? Tahoe asked. This is what I still don't understand. Hannah thought about it. Because we know that everyone feels pain. Everyone fears being alone when they're sick or hurt. By helping others, we make a world where people will help us too when we need it. A circle of helping, Tahoe said. I think I understand now. The machine beeped. The blood transfer was complete. Now they had to wait and see if it worked. For the next 8 hours, Tahoe was watched closely. At first, nothing happened. Then, his skin color began to change, not to the sick gray, but to a deeper, richer blue. How do you feel? Hannah asked. Strange, Tahoe said, but good strange. Strong. Hannah checked his blood. It's working. Your body is learning from my blood. It's fighting the Mars soil sickness. The human doctors and aliens gathered around as Hannah explained the results. Hope filled the room for the first time in days. Now we need more volunteers, Hannah said. We can use Tahoe's blood for the next alien, and then that alien's blood for the next one, and so on. 20 aliens stepped forward at once. As the treatment continued, something else happened. The aliens who recovered began to help with taking care of the sick ones. Without being told, they started doing the things they had seen the human doctors do, holding hands, speaking softly, offering comfort. One night, Hannah found Tahoe sitting with a very sick alien child. He was telling the child a story while holding its small hand. You've become a good caregiver, Hannah said. Tahoe looked up. I learned from watching you. This feeling, this caring for others, it changes how I see everything. That's what it means to be a healer, Hannah said. It's not just about medicine. It's about being there for someone when they need you most. My people will not be the same after this, Tahoe said. You have given us more than a cure for a sickness. You have given us a new way to be. Hannah smiled, but inside she felt a strange mix of happiness and sadness. She knew that soon she would have to return to Earth, and she wondered what would happen to Tahoe and his people when she left. 3 weeks after the blood treatment began, the last sick alien got better. The crisis was over. The Mars colony was safe again. Hana packed her medical bag in the small room she had used during her stay. Earth had sent a message. It was time for her and the other human doctors to come home. There was a soft knock at her door. Taeho stood there with Elder Juwu and Elder Doyan. "We need to talk with you," Elder Juwu said. Hana sat with them in the colony's meeting room. The walls glowed with soft blue light. "You have changed our people," Elder Juwu began. "Before you came, we did not help the weak or sick. We did not touch each other when in pain. We did not care. But now we have seen something better," Elder Doyan added. "We have learned that helping each other makes all of us stronger." Tahoe stepped forward. "The High Council on our home world has sent a message. They want to start something new, a program where young aliens can learn from human doctors, and human doctors can work in alien colonies." Hannah's eyes widened. "A medical exchange program. That's a wonderful idea." "There is more," Elder Juwu said. "We are rethinking many of our old ways. For thousands of years, we believed caring for the weak made us weak. Now we see it does the opposite." Hannah felt a warm happiness spread through her. This was bigger than she had ever imagined when she first treated Tahoe's wound. "I'm honored that I could help your people see this," she said. That evening, the aliens held a special dinner for the human doctors. The room was decorated with strange blue flowers that gave off a sweet smell. The alien food looked odd, but tasted better than Hannah expected. During the meal, Hannah noticed Tahoe standing alone by a window, looking at the red Mars sky. She walked over to join him. "You seem sad," she said. "Aren't you happy the crisis is over?" "You look different," Tahoe said, not answering her question. "Your face is thinner. Your eyes have dark circles. You gave too much of yourself to help us." Hannah smiled a little. "Healing others takes energy from the healer. It's part of the job. Yet you keep doing it," Tahoe said, "even when it makes you tired." "Because it's worth it," Hannah said, looking at the recovered aliens around the room. "Look at your people now, how they touch each other, how they laugh together. That's worth any amount of tiredness." They stood quietly for a moment. Then Tahoe spoke again. "The blood exchange did something strange to me," he said in a low voice. "I can feel things now. Not just my own feelings, but sometimes others too. Is this normal for humans?" Hannah looked surprised. "We call that empathy. Some humans feel it more strongly than others. But yes, most of us have it." "And you? Do you feel it strongly?" Tahoe asked. "Yes," Hannah admitted. "Sometimes too strongly. It's what makes me a good doctor, but it also makes the hard parts harder." Later that night, as Hannah slept, alarms rang through the colony. She jumped up and ran to the control room. Dr. Chunho was already there, looking at screens with Elder Doyan. "What's happening?" Hannah asked. "A big solar flare hit Earth," Junho explained. "All communications are down. Our ship can't leave until it's safe." "How long will that be?" Hannah asked. "At least 2 weeks," Elder Doyan said. "Maybe longer." Hannah felt worried. Her family on Earth would think something bad had happened to her. But then she had another thought. 2 more weeks here," she said. "That means we have time to set up the medical exchange program properly before we leave." Tahoe, who had just entered the room, looked at her with all 6 eyes wide. "You still want to help even though you can't go home?" "Of course," Hannah said. "This is too important to leave half finished." What Hannah didn't say was that a small part of her was glad for the delay. Leaving Tahoe and the others would be harder than she wanted to admit. "Then we have work to do," Elder Juwu said. "The High Council wants to speak with you tomorrow. They have a special request." "What kind of request?" Hannah asked. Tahoe and the elders looked at each other. "They want you to come to our home world," Tahoe said. "Not just for a visit. They want you to live there and teach our people about human healing ways." Hannah sat down, stunned. Leave Earth. Live on an alien world. It was too big to think about. "You don't have to answer now," Elder Juwu said gently, "but know that our people need you." That night, Hana couldn't sleep. Her whole life was about to change, and she had a very big choice to make. Hana stood in front of the large screen, facing the alien High Council. 5 blue faces looked back at her from their home world, their 6 eyes all focused on her. Dr. Hannah Kim, the head elder, said, "We thank you for saving our people on Mars. We want to learn more about human medicine and this thing you call caring." Hana nodded. "I'm happy to help set up a teaching program." "We want more than that," the head elder said. "We want you to come to our world, to live there for a year and teach our best healers." Hana had been thinking about this all night. It was a big step. No human had ever lived on the alien world before. "I would be honored," she said finally, "but I need time to talk to my family and my bosses on Earth." "Of course," the head elder said. "We will wait for your answer." After the call ended, Tahoe took Hana to see the colony's garden. Strange plants with blue and purple leaves grew there. The room felt peaceful. "You're thinking about saying yes," Tahoe said. It wasn't a question. "How did you know?" Hana asked. "I can feel it," Tahoe said. "Since the blood exchange, I've been different. I can sense what others feel sometimes." Before Hana could answer, alarms sounded again. Red lights flashed in the hallways. "What now?" Hana said as they ran to the control room. Elder Doyun met them at the door, looking worried. "Another solar flare, much bigger than the last one. It's hitting now." The lights flickered, then went out. Emergency lights came on, casting strange shadows. "The radiation," Dr. Juno shouted. "It's getting through our shields." Hana didn't understand what was happening until she saw an alien fall to the floor, its body shaking. Then another fell, and another. "The radiation affects their brains," Shunho explained quickly. "Their neural systems are more sensitive than ours." Hana rushed to help the fallen aliens. Their blue skin was turning dark, almost black in spots. Their eyes blinked in wild patterns. "What can we do?" she asked Shunho. "I don't know," he admitted. "This is beyond our medicine." 20 aliens were down now, including Elder Juwu. Taiho still stood, but he looked sick. "Taiho, sit down before you fall," Hana ordered. "No," he said, his voice weak. "I need to help." But as he took a step, his legs gave out. Hana caught him before he hit the floor. As she held Taiho, Hana felt a strange tingling in her hands, then in her head. Images flashed in her mind, memories that weren't hers, feelings she'd never felt before. "I can feel what you feel," she whispered to Taiho. Dr. Chunho was checking other aliens. "Their brain waves are chaotic. The radiation is disrupting their neural patterns." Something clicked in Hana's mind. Since the blood exchange, she and Taiho had a connection. Maybe she could use that. "I have an idea," she said. "Bring me the neural scanner we used for diagnostics." Shunho brought the small device. Hana placed it on her head, then linked it to Taiho's. "What are you doing?" Shunho asked, looking worried. "Their brains are like computers with scrambled programs," Hana explained. "Maybe I can use my brain patterns to help stabilize Taiho's, like a template." She turned on the device. Immediately, pain shot through her head. She could see Taiho's thoughts, broken, chaotic, frightening. Taking a deep breath, Hana focused on calm, steady thoughts. She imagined a steady heartbeat, a peaceful ocean, a strong tree in the wind. Slowly, Taiho's shaking stopped. His skin began to return to its normal blue. "It's working," Junho said, amazed. "His neural patterns are stabilizing." "We need to do this for the others," Hana said, wincing from the pain. "Help me move to the next one." For the next 6 hours, Hana moved from alien to alien, using the neural scanner to connect her mind to theirs. Each connection left her more tired than the last. Her nose began to bleed, and her hands shook. "Hana, you need to stop," Juno warned. "This is damaging your brain." 3 more, Hannah insisted, moving to the next fallen alien. I can do this. By the time she reached the last alien, Hannah could barely stand. Her vision blurred, and the pain in her head was like fire. Last one, she whispered, placing the scanner on Elder Juwu's head. As the connection formed, Hannah collapsed. The last thing she saw before everything went dark was Tahoe's face, all 6 eyes looking at her with something new in them. Fear, yes, but also something deeper. Something very much like human love. Hannah opened her eyes to see a strange ceiling. She was floating in warm blue liquid that glowed softly. She tried to move but found she couldn't. Be still, said a voice. Tahoe's face appeared above her. You are in our healing pool. How long? Hannah's voice sounded strange to her own ears. 3 days, Tahoe said. You almost died helping us. Memories came back slowly. The solar flare, the aliens falling sick, the neural scanner, the pain. Did it work? She asked. Are they all okay? Yes, Tahoe said. You saved 23 of us, but you hurt yourself badly. Dr. Chono came into view, looking worried. Your brain activity was all over the place, Hannah. We had to put you in their healing pool. It's the only thing that helped. Later, when Hannah could sit up, they told her what happened. The neural connections she made had changed her brain in some ways, just as the blood exchange had changed Tahoe. You can sense emotions now, can't you? Tahoe asked. Hannah nodded. It was strange but true. She could feel waves of worry coming from Chuno, and something warmer, stronger coming from Tahoe. The changes aren't just in your mind, Junho explained. Look. He handed Hannah a small mirror. She gasped. Tiny blue lines now ran under her skin, most visible near her temples and along her neck. Am I becoming like you? She asked Tahoe. Not exactly, Elder Juwu said, joining them. You are becoming something new, something between human and Navi. Navi? Hannah asked. That is the name of our people, Elder Juwu explained. We did not share it before, because names have power in our culture. A week later, Hannah was strong enough to walk again. The Earth ship was finally ready to leave. The solar storms had passed, and communication with Earth was back. The High Council still wants you to come to our world, Elder Juwu told her, but they understand if you choose to return to Earth first. Hannah touched the blue lines on her skin. She wasn't the same person who had come to Mars. She could feel things now that no human had ever felt. The emotions of the Navi, the strange harmony of their thoughts when they were together. I need to go home first, she decided. I need to talk to my family face to face, explain what's happened to me. Then I will come to your world. The day before the Earth ship was to leave, Earth sent a message. They had seen pictures of Hannah, of the changes to her body. Scientists and government people wanted to study her when she returned. They want to know if what happened to you could happen to others, Dr. Chono explained. They're worried. Hannah felt fear then. Would she be treated as a patient back on Earth, or as something to study? Tahoe found her that evening, staring at the Earth through a window. It was just a blue dot from Mars. You're afraid, he said. It wasn't a question. Yes, Hannah admitted. I'm not sure what waits for me on Earth now. Tahoe stood close to her. The blood exchange changed me. The neural connection changed you. We are both different now. What does that mean for us? Hannah asked. I don't know, Tahoe said honestly. But I know that when you helped me that first day, you started something much bigger than either of us. The next morning, as Hannah packed her few things, a call came from Earth. The highest medical officers wanted to speak with her. Dr. Kim, said an older man with gray hair. We've reviewed what happened on Mars. We want to offer you something. They wanted Hannah to lead a new program, a Center for Human Navy Medical Research. She would go to the Navi world, but as an official Earth representative. She would study how the two species could help each other medically. Your unique condition makes you the perfect person for this, the man explained. You understand both human and Navi biology now." After the call, Hannah felt lighter. She wouldn't be treated as a research subject. She would be doing the research herself. She went to find Toho to tell him the news. When she told him she would be coming to his world with Earth's blessing, all 6 of his eyes blinked rapidly, the Navi way of showing joy. "Our worlds will be connected now," he said, "just as we are connected." Hannah smiled, feeling his happiness mix with her own in a way that would have seemed impossible just a few weeks ago. "Yes," she said, "and this is just the beginning." The Earth ship landed in Seoul on a rainy morning. Hannah stood at the window, watching her home planet come closer. She wore a high-necked shirt and a scarf to hide the blue lines on her skin. "Ready?" Dr. Shono asked, standing beside her. "Not really," Hannah admitted, "but it's time." When the ship door opened, cameras flashed. People shouted questions. Hannah saw her parents standing behind the crowd, their faces worried and happy at the same time. "Dr. Kim, can you tell us about the aliens? Is it true you have alien DNA now? Show us the changes to your skin." Hannah took a deep breath and walked down the ramp. Security guards moved the reporters back so she could reach her parents. "Mom, Dad," she said, hugging them tight. Her mother was crying. "We were so worried," her father said, "when we heard you were hurt." "I'm okay," Hannah said. "Different, but okay." That night, in her parents' small apartment, Hannah told them everything. She showed them the blue lines on her skin. She explained about the blood exchange and the neural connection. "It doesn't hurt," she assured them. "And I can do things no other human can do. I can sense how others feel. I understand the Navi in ways no one else can." Her mother touched the blue lines gently. "Will they go away?" "No," Hannah said. "This is me now." Her father was quiet for a long time. Then he asked, "Are you still our daughter?" "Yes," Hannah said firmly. "I'm still me. Just more than I was before." The next week was hard. Doctors examined Hannah. Scientists asked endless questions. News stories talked about the alien human and the changed doctor. Some people were afraid of her. Others wanted to meet her, like she was famous. Through it all, Hannah missed Hao. She could still feel him sometimes, a faint presence at the edge of her mind. The connection they shared stretched across space, thin but unbroken. One evening, as Hannah sat in the garden of the medical center, Dr. Jono found her. "How are you holding up?" he asked. "I feel like I don't fully belong here anymore," Hannah admitted. "But I'm not Navi either. I'm somewhere in between." Junho nodded. "The research team is ready. 10 top doctors and scientists, all volunteers for the Navi World mission. They want you to lead them." "When do we leave?" Hannah asked. 2 weeks, Junho said. "The Navi ship will come for us." As the day of departure got closer, Hannah spent time with her family. Her mother gave her a small jade pendant. "It was your grandmother's," she said, "for protection." "I'll keep it with me always," Hannah promised. The night before the Navi ship was due to arrive, Hannah couldn't sleep. She went to her window and looked at the stars. Somewhere up there was Tahoe, maybe looking back at the same stars. "I can feel you," she whispered, "even across all this space." And strangely, she felt something answer, a warm feeling, like a hand holding hers in the dark. The next day, a large crowd gathered at the Seoul spaceport. The Navi ship was beautiful, with smooth curved lines that seemed to flow like water. It landed softly, hardly making a sound. When the door opened, Tahoe stepped out. It was the first time a Navi had come to Earth. People gasped and moved back. Cameras flashed wildly. Tahoe ignored them all. His 6 eyes searched the crowd until he found Hannah. Then he walked straight to her. "You came," Hannah said, surprised. "I wanted to see your world," Tahoe replied. "And I wanted your people to see that we are not so different." Hannah introduced Tahoe to her parents. Her mother, always brave, shook his hand. Her father nodded stiffly, but didn't back away. "Thank you for helping our daughter," her mother said. She helped us more, Tahoe replied. As they prepared to board the ship with the research team, Hannah took one last look at Earth. She would be gone for at least a year, maybe longer. Will you miss it? Tahoe asked, sensing her feelings. Yes, Hannah said, but I'm ready for what's next. The research team, 10 humans, Hannah and Tahoe, boarded the ship. As the door closed, Hannah pressed her hand against the window, looking at her parents. They raised their hands too, a final goodbye. They're afraid they'll never see you again, Tahoe said softly. They might not, Hannah admitted. The Navi world is far away. But this work is important, maybe the most important thing I'll ever do. As the ship rose into the sky, Hannah touched the blue lines on her skin. She was leaving as something new, not fully human anymore, but carrying humanity with her to the stars. The Navi world hung in space like a jewel. Blues and greens swirled in its atmosphere, with colors Hannah had never seen before. The ship moved closer, and Hannah pressed her face to the window. It's beautiful, she whispered. This is Navi home, Tahoe said proudly. No human has ever been here before. The human research team gathered around the windows, pointing and taking pictures. Dr. Chono stood next to Hannah. Are you nervous? He asked. A little, Hannah admitted, but excited too. As the ship landed, Hannah saw thousands of Navi waiting in neat lines. They held small glowing orbs that pulsed with light. What are those? She asked Tahoe. Welcome lights, he explained. It is our highest honor, usually only for great leaders or heroes. Hannah felt her face grow warm. I'm not a hero. To my people, you are, Tahoe said simply. The ship door opened. The air smelled sweet, like flowers and sea salt mixed together. Hannah stepped out first, followed by the research team. The Navy were silent, watching with their 6 eyes. Elder Juwu met them at the bottom of the ramp. Welcome to our world, Dr. Hannah Kim. Welcome, humans. The Navi language sounded like music. Hannah was surprised to find she understood some words without the translator. Thank you for inviting us, Hannah said, bowing slightly. That night, there was a feast. Strange foods in bright colors filled long tables. The medical center where they would work was amazing. A tall building that seemed to grow from the ground, with walls that glowed from inside. Your rooms are here, Elder Juwu showed them. We made them as comfortable for humans as we could. Hannah's room had a window looking out at the Navi city. Buildings rose like graceful trees, connected by arching bridges. At night, everything glowed with soft light. The next morning, work began. Hannah and the research team set up their equipment. Navi healers came to learn and to teach. Both sides were nervous at first. Show them how the scanner works, Hannah told Dr. Chono. To the Navi healers, she said, then you can show us your healing pools. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Hannah learned the Navi language and taught the healers English. They discovered that Navi medicine was strong in some ways humans were weak, and humans were strong where Navi were weak. Together, we can do more than either could alone. Hannah told the High Council after 6 months. The blue lines on Hannah's skin had spread a little more. Sometimes when she helped a sick Navi, they glowed faintly. The Navi saw this as a good sign. One evening, as Hannah sat in the garden of the medical center, Tahoe found her. Tomorrow is the end of your first Earth year here, he said. Hannah nodded. It doesn't feel that long. Will you go back to Earth now? Tahoe asked. His voice was calm, but Hannah could feel his worry. She touched the jade pendant around her neck, thinking of her parents. She missed them, but the work here was just beginning. Not yet, she decided. There's still so much to do. Relief flowed from Tahoe like a wave. Hannah smiled, feeling it wash over her. Did you think I would leave? She asked. I feared it, Tahoe admitted. The bond we share, it would stretch across space, but it would be thin, weak. And what is this bond, exactly? Hannah asked the question she had wondered for months. Tahoe's 6 eyes blinked slowly. My people have a word for it. In your language, it might be soul-linked. It happens rarely, even among Navi, and between a human and a Navi. Never before, Tahoe said. We are making a new path. The next day, a message came from Earth. Hannah's parents had recorded a video for her. They looked well. Her father had a new job. Her mother showed off plants in their garden. We miss you, her mother said, but we're proud of what you're doing. And we have news, her father added. Earth and the Navi have signed an official friendship agreement. More humans will be coming to the Navi world soon, and some Navi will visit Earth. After watching the message, Hannah went to the highest point in the medical center. From there, she could see the whole city. Navi children played in a park below. Healers walked together, talking and learning. Tahoe joined her, standing quietly by her side. Your people changed mine, he said softly. One human doctor showed us what we were missing. And your people changed me, Hannah replied, touching the blue lines on her skin. Do you regret it? Tahoe asked. Hannah looked at the alien world spread out before her, so strange and yet, somehow, now also home. Not for a moment, she said. A small Navi child ran up to them, holding out a glowing orb. It was the daughter of a healer Hannah had trained. For you, Dr. Hannah, the child said shyly. My father says you taught him to care. As Hannah took the orb, it glowed brighter, responding to her touch. The child looked up with all 6 eyes wide. Your eyes, the child said, pointing. Hannah turned to Tahoe, who gasped softly. In the reflection of the window, Hannah saw what the child meant. Around her brown human eyes, tiny blue circles had appeared, the beginning of Navi eyes. A clear drop fell from the corner of Tahoe's eye, a Navi tear. Why are you crying? Hannah asked gently. Because you are becoming one of us, Tahoe said. And because you stayed. Hannah smiled and took his hand. 2 worlds together, she said. Just the beginning. Above them, Earth shone as a bright blue dot in the alien sky, distant but not forgotten.